Greetings, greetings, dear hearts. Hello, hello. How are you? Happy warm up Sunday. It's Miss D here. Here this week, doing a true warm up. My brain is all over the place. So, mindset, right? The title of today's warm up is Mindset Warm Up Sunday. So, in order to get ready for the warm up, I need to set my mind into my creative space. I've been all over the place this morning mentally, and I just want to focus in here and craft for a while with you all. So join me, even if you don't feel like pulling out your glue and your paint and all that, but you can stay and watch, and just let's take that relaxing journey into crafting. I'm going to take a few minutes here and just breathe, do some deep breathing, part of Mindology, part of being able to shift your mind into any gear level is to get oxygen to your brain. So let's take a moment here and just get some 3 deep good breaths into our body so that we can relax, open up our creative juices. I definitely need it. So it goes like breathing in through your nose real deep and pushing it all the way down to your belly and holding it. Then letting it push out through your mouth. Let's do that 3 times. So we breathe in, pushing it down, releasing through our mouth. Breathing in, releasing. One last time. Get a good breath in through your nose. Push it all the way down to your belly. And on that exhale through your mouth, make that sound. Push it out. Last time. That feels so good. You could take a moment and just roll your neck. Roll it to the other side. Nice. Do you feel centered right here into the space? That feels better already. Hey Cheryl, how are you? Good to see you. Happy warm up Sunday. Your package is on the way. Should be getting to you any day now. Do let me know when it gets to you. All right. And as I kind of was alluding to right there in the beginning is I have a lot of things on my mind. And so I didn't know exactly what I was going to do for Warm Up Sunday. And so for a while here, I had the desk full of all kinds of scraps, all kinds of pieces of paper, all kinds of everything. Now, on a normal warm up, when it's not being recorded, I just start playing with papers, looking at whatever papers I have laying around. Like these images came up. That's something I was playing with the other day. Started, let me flip that over. That's some actual sketching I was playing with. But I started playing with this. This is true warm-up. You kind of look at what you were doing. And for me, this week, this color has just been with me. It's always with me. I know you guys are saying, like, Miss D, ain't that your color? It is. But I played a lot with this week, and that was feeling good. Didn't finish that. I could see those two things working into a page. Then I went Hispanic. Hey, that's a trifold flip down. Just playing with some of the images that you have worked on or started creating sometimes can get your creative juices flowing. Like, this is almost completed. I probably would want to put something on the front. And so during a warm-up, I could complete something like that. Like, look at this. That's just sitting on the desk. That already looks like we could work with that a little bit. Add an image with it. See, I'm starting to get creative already. That good oxygen to our brain really helps, right? I hope you breathed along with me. What I do know from my work in mental health and just in science in general, getting that oxygen to your brain is really important. Half of the time we're all walking around not breathing enough, not getting enough oxygen to our brain. And once you do, and those deep breaths we were doing really help you feel better. I feel really good, invigorated. Here's some sketches I was just playing with. You know, a lot of times in the morning, I'll be watching videos or something before I get all the way up, and I'll just start sketching some images that look really interesting to me. I hope you can see that. This was a stamp set, but let me see if I can make it so you can see it. This was a stamp set of some balloons somebody was offering for sale. Oh boy, oh there we go. There was a stamp of a hummingbird, and I just, whatever I saw, I started trying to draw. And a bumblebee, which I'm not good with bees at all, but we're just sketching this morning before I got all the way out to bed, even before I read my Bible verses, which really is a no-no in my world. I usually try to, you know, greet the Father before I get up and be thankful for waking up and all that, but I find that a lot of times art tries to creep in, and this morning it did. And so I had those kind of thoughts going through my head. Yeah, Cheryl. Yeah. Breathing is really important. Glad your doctor is keeping people aware. So one of the reasons my mind was so full this morning is, look at here. Do you remember last week we made this journal? We started putting the signatures and all in, and I've been playing in the journal for a week with just a blank cover like that. I did get the spine in. I made a bigger spine. It started out as a little thin book that I bought on Amazon. I thought I had another one laid around here. Yeah. So it started out like this. Got this little blank book. You get them on Amazon for like $2, $1.99, $2, something like that. And I knew I wanted to play with this, and I just, you know, gutted it and made the spine bigger, but kept the covers. And so I had kept the cover white except for the lace all week, and I was playing in it, and I some kind of way got some ink on it, and I hit a stamp on it already. How did I do that? But I'm gonna leave that there. It's a little bull. Do you see that? Must have thought I was stamping off on something else and stamped off on that, but I'll decorate it and make it a part of it. But this image I've shown you guys before. It popped up me playing in papers, and to cover the ink spot that I did, I just decoupage, ripped this and decoupaged it and glued it down, and I absolutely love this. Oh, that's so beautiful to me. So I started playing in the journal, as I do. I make them and start playing right away. And like, I didn't finish this. I just photocopied some cutouts together that I have done. Cheryl, you'll find this image in your book. I didn't put your cover on. Like, I had kept this blank for a week. I didn't know exactly what I wanted. And I wanted your book to have a cover from you that you felt. So there's some goodies in your box. Look in your box. You might find something you want to put on your cover. Yeah, so I started playing in here. And so my mind is just racing and wanting to start working on these pages. So just playing in here, I started cutting things out, having scraps left from things I had cut out. And I now want to play in this book, but I'm supposed to be making the Kwanzaa journals. And so the Kwanzaa journals are halfway on my mind. The, ooh, what's going on here? Oh, I was keeping this page in here because this was the last thing I had did last night. Sorry about the lighting on that. I actually really enjoyed this page. And I don't know that it's showing up that well for you. Let me see if I can get you more light. Really loved the, I'll get this together with this camera one day. One day. Can you see that? It looks like, oh, maybe it's over here where I'm supposed to put it. Anyway, love that. It was the last thing I did last night. And so this morning, I knew I was going to get on and do the live this morning and wanted to work with you all and didn't know what I was going to do. And I started pulling papers out. So on the side of my desk, there's a lot of papers. On the floor, there's a lot of papers, till I had a big mess all up into a few moments ago. And I thought I'd just do a real warm-up with you all. And so that's what I'm going to do. These little bits and pieces that's on my desk, I'm going to play with those and just let my juices flow. I do kind of feel like I want to make a cover, because I wanted Cheryl to see how to make a cover. These are some magnet tags I had made. That's something else I had thought of making on the live this morning. Little magnet tags. Let's put one of those in the journal. Hey, Felicia, how are you? Doing a warm-up Sunday. We just did our deep breathing, getting our creative juices going. I'm just playing with what's on the desk with this journal that we made last week. Trying to get centered on what I'm going to create today. And putting some of the things I did play with into the book. So those magnets, if you guys want to learn how to make those, I can do a little video on those. They're fun. This magnet here, they're fun. You can use them like this, a little sketch I was playing with, for a place to hold things in your page. Like if you don't want to put something permanent on a page, you can just use the magnet to hold it in. See, let's go to, I was over at your channel the other day, Felicia, and really enjoyed you doing your journaling and stuff like that. Some kind of way I'm not able to leave comments at a couple places I've been visiting, so I couldn't comment and let you know I was there. But I was there, been there a couple weeks in a row, enjoying you just getting really creative. Let's see what we'll do. Looks like Cheryl may be back. I really kind of want to show Cheryl the process of getting the journal cover together. She was the winner of the giveaway journal, and we left it uncovered. So I just was gonna show you one way, Cheryl, that you could get your cover together here today, as I want to play with another journal. And so I'm going to create a cover for that. And I just got inspired for the warm-up, thinking about you. So what I'm going to do is move these little things. I always play with little bits and pieces to get my creative juices flowing. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. And it's crazy. It's a lot of channels, but then I notice it's some I can comment, but some I can't. I'm like, what's that about? I don't know about YouTube. I never got my subscriber thing straight. I was over 1,000 people for a couple days, and then it was under, and I have never gotten back over. So just underneath the threshold for what I was trying to do. But I decided not to let them deter me. Cheryl, this is for you. I'm going to play around with making a cover. And I got lots of pieces over here. How I usually start, though, is with a base. And so I like to take a piece of paper. Sometimes I'll use heavier paper like cardstock. Let's see what's handy. If there's anything I would like to use. Oh yeah, here we go. This isn't quite cardstock. These two are about the same weight, but this map I love. Here's one of the ways you can start a book cover. It's just, I saw this from a fellow YouTuber during the week. And that's the design I used for this cover. It's just ripping the paper. And I really liked it. Worked out well. Rip and stacking. And you can make it any size you want. Any shape you want. So, pulling the paper, if you pull it towards you, you get a little edge. If you pull it away from you, you get a cleaner edge. If you pull it to you, you get the bigger edge. If you pull it away, you get that nice clean edge. Hope I was showing that. And so you can basically pull your rips the way you want it. See if you see a shape you like. I'm going to actually cover another one of those little white Amazon books. I'll gut it later. So I'll play with that. Like I said, you can get these blank books for like $2 on Amazon. And for me, that works. This is a different shape. This one opens this way. The long way. I think this will be great for my art journaling. Like I'm always sketching. So I plan to use this one that way. And then the one I just showed you, it opens like a regular book. Right? And all I'm going to do is the same thing. I'll make this spine bigger. But that's not what I'm going to do on the live today. I'll do that later. I'm just going to, you know, take it off the spine and make a bigger spine. Today, I'm just going to kind of play around with the cover as I can't wait for Cheryl to get her package and begin to play. That looks pretty good to me. Now you can go smaller. Now I could rip that. I want to see which way I got the words. Could rip that and go smaller and back it even more. Like, I like these two colors together. Maybe I'll do that. Let's be real creative. Oh, I feel that warm up really working, guys. So that means I'm just going to rip this down just a little bit more. You see what I did here? Can you see? Almost got it. Actually was seeing if I could rip the shape of Africa almost. Okay, my juices are on. Okay. And then I can put this behind it fully or partially. Stamp on this or not. I kind of have been going for simple lately. So let's ink that side. Is the ripping is the key. I think it makes beautiful shapes. And so I like to ink my edges so that they pop. And this looks like black would be a good something to ink. What's the name of the book, Blank? Good question. It just says book blank, hardcover, motivated to motivate children and authors. It was in the paper section. Let me see. That's all that's on it. Hardcover blank books. If you put that in when you get to Amazon, you'll be able to get it. This one, these are 6 by 8. This one, and they're both the same size, just have different layouts. 6 by 8, $2. Can't beat it. So hardcover, blank hardcover books. Okay, and then I'm just gonna try not to mess up a white cover. Ink up the edges. I actually like my other pad better than that. Didn't feel inky enough to me. I'm mixing both the vintage photo and black together. There we go. I like the look of that. It makes the black not so harsh, but dark. I hope everybody's doing well, recovered from the Thanksgiving, preparing for the work week is what we do here generally on Warm Up Sunday, get our creative side going, just really relaxing, no fancy crafting, just hanging out with Miss D, doing whatever's going on. Some of the times, like that piece that was just there, I'll just pull them off if it's more than I want on the edge. That looks good. Didn't quite get that shape of Africa the way I want it, but that's still good. I'm okay with it. And then I'm gonna edge this one too. I think I'm gonna rip the edges just a bit. I should do that. Just a bit. So it doesn't look so neat. I like my, because I'm truly working in the junk journal venue, but you know, I do a more art journaling kind of thing. I use all the medias. I'll junk journal, I'll art journal, I'll just journal. And my fourth thing is I really like natural, rough looking edges. Yeah, journaling is a world of its own. And it's a great world. Alright. That should be good enough. Let's see if we like that. You get to play with how you want to put the image on. I think this way works for me better. So we're going to lose that thought of Africa shape. But take a shape that I like. I like that right there. I got a little rip in there that I don't want, but I'm just going to, when I Mod Podge it down, take care of it then. So not to worry if that happens. No mistakes in crafting. Everything can be fixed. There we go. And play until you're happy with placement. I'm thinking I might want to stamp a little bit on the back piece. Just going with what's naturally going on in my spirit. This was unplanned what the cover would look like. Just play with the materials that I have and whatever comes up. That's soul crafting. Soul journaling, I'm sorry. In Miss D's mind. Just trying to get happy with how it's placed. I think I'm going to go like that. That's going to feel the best to me. And because there's so many words and lines on the map, I think I'm going to leave this one blank. The one behind. Sorry about taking my time with the inking, but it's one of my favorite parts. I love to see the images pop out, get sharp edges. I have made vintage looking paper just about like how I'm doing this. Crinkle it up and then just ink the lines. Works out really pretty. Alright. I think that could be beautiful. And we'll see if we want to lace after we get it down. Let's put it down. Oh, I just had a feeling. I have this washi tape that I really enjoy. But I also have one, if I can put my hands right on it, that's a map that I do love. And I think we'll go good here. Now that is definitely me doing too much. Not having the washi tape out, but I'm gonna just open this box right here. Oh wait, probably right in my face. Yep. some of my favorite washi tape. This, the one with the maps. And I think if I put that on the cover and then lay my pieces, that would be nice. Now let's make sure I got this going in the direction I want. Yep. And I'm not going to worry about the spine because I'm going to make the spine bigger. And what I found yesterday when I was covering the other journal is I like a little gesso on the cover and then the Mod Podge. It gives it a thicker feeling, and it just looks more gritty for me. Well, thanks for asking, Cheryl. My mother is hanging in there. She has her last test this week. She's still been having a few of those neurological episodes that I had talked about, and the doctor is still testing, and we should find out next week or this week coming what the tests all say. We're hoping it can give us some answers. So what I'm going to do first is just brush a little gesso on here. It gives the book a thicker, grittier feeling, and I like that feel. These books are really smooth. And I like texture. So I go one way and then I go over the next way. Just getting a little texture underneath the bottom of what we're fixing to gesso, decoupage on. And I find it helps keep some of the, you know, my books stay here in the craft room and I'm always splashing paint and ink around. Covering it with some gesso seems to help it. So I think I'm going to lay the map down and then the Mod Podge over top of that because this sticks itself. And I just want a little of this map on the top and maybe the bottom. And I'm going to go over the sides because I can come back and trim after I do all the oh, guys can't see that, can you? I can come back and trim after I get it all laid out. Not worrying about the spine because I know I'm gonna open that up probably later today. Oh, I feel really warmed up. I love Warm Up Sundays with you guys. Thank you for coming and being a part of it. I truly do get warmed up here. And generally do a lot of crafting after we get done with the lives. Yeah, on this channel we just do soul crafting, you know. I'm not trying to be all polished and look like everybody else journal. We're journaling, creating from our souls. What comes up for you. Okay, I'm going to use the same brush and I'm going to, this is decoupage in here. decoupage the other pieces on. I'm gonna get this camera angle right today. Even on the tape, I'll put a little of the decoupage under the bottom to help it stay down permanently. You don't have to do the whole thing, but the ends I like to do that. Okay. Oh, this is already looking good. I love that washi with the maps. This one, nice. Okay, this is a quick way to get your cover going on, and see which way we want that to go. Yeah, I feel like this would be nice. Those rip edges just makes everything look so nice, and little organic, not so thought about so much. And that's the way I kind of like my art to look. It's like it's coming from the soul, not just planned. I'm gonna get you right over here. There we go. And I'm intentionally not worrying about wrinkles since this is a map. Both of them are maps. That gives that old world charm. I like vintage looking papers. So what I'm gonna do is even roll over some of the ink on that. Just a little bit. See how that ages it? Just a little. Alright. And then this is a quick way to get you a cover. Put a little on the back. I actually think I like it about like this. Yeah. It's one of my favorite things to do is do the decorating of the journals. And I usually do my covers last, but the experience I had with the cover last night, I couldn't wait to start another one. I don't know if I'm going to let that hang off or I'll cut it off, but for now, I'm going to decoupage it hard so that if I decide to leave it hanging there, I usually put a spot to close the book there. We'll see. We're just going to let it naturally create itself, basically. Just go with the flow. Just relaxing and breathing as we do it. Just letting what's inside flow right onto the paper. There. Now that I didn't like, where that smudged a little bit. So what I do when something like that happens is go back to the gesso and just lighten that up. You can add any color you want to the gesso. So if you were having a different color other than white, you could put that color paint on it. So we're going to let that sit for a moment. And dry. And think about, I think I want a little something on the side still too. Let's see what's laying around over here. More of that map. Told you I like that. Oh, I know what we could do. The pieces that we ripped from the side, we can add back on and not just have a flat shape like it was. Something like that. Could be really interesting. Just play with until you feel cool with it. Oh, I like that. That's where I feel cool. Feel like this ink is just about done. So, a lot of the art soul journaling I do is going by the feel. It's like I'll never make anything the same way twice, because each time you approach a blank canvas or a blank page, you're going to have a different feeling. And that's what I generally do, is just go with the feeling. Oh, I like that. I do like that. I'll cut I think I will end up cutting the edges after it all dries. But I like that. The more layers I get on most things, the better I like them. Now I'm just trying to make sure I cover all the white. Looks like a tree. Like the trunk. am heavy with the Mod Podge, because when I put it down, I want it to stay down, and I like the wrinkling effect. And I know that everything, it will dry clear. I actually like that piece right there. You see the layering effect, how it... That's really cool. And then, let's take one more piece of that then. So we ended up with a map cover. Okay. There we go. I was telling someone yesterday, I said, I have got to be the messiest crafter there is. I can clean this desk off 3-4 times during a session and it'll end up still messy in the end. But I like to use all the scraps, so I'm very rarely just throwing anything away. And so they hang around until the end. But I am going to be conscious of that, I guess, this year as we're doing the channel and showing you guys what I'm crafting. I should present it in a way that's neater, I guess. Don't forget, I'm going to cut the edges at the end here. Just getting it down. And while you're still gluing, if you notice something lifting up, go ahead and put a little Mod Podge underneath it. There we go. Now I do kind of feel like I want a splash of some other color. Just a splash. And if my daughter is watching, or when she does view this, she's already guessing what splash I want to put on here. She's going to say it's either blue or orange. And then my third favorite is gold. I like to highlight everything in gold, and that's what I'm feeling, a little gold. I'm just going around the edges and let that flap over. Not all the way into the inside, but just over. Because I think the inside cover will have a different look. Ah, you was thinking orange? Yeah, well, because, yeah, orange is one of my favorite colors. Blue, orange. And I love a good gold. So on this baby, I think we'll go with that piece right there. I think I have to cut. It's a little too long. This is bad. Don't cut with the Mod Podge being wet with your good scissors. Hopefully you have a pair of scissors that you only cut things that you glue, because it'll doll them up bad. But even these, I shouldn't be cutting anything while the glue is this wet. Okay. Filling that, filling that. So, let's play with some gold. Now, I've been using my gold gilding paste, but I have not been enjoying it as much as my old brand I used to use. I have a new brand and it just doesn't give me the same, but I have this paint in a jar. It does give me the feeling I want, so I think I'll go with that. I am just gonna tidy up just a second. This won't take long. Today I have been working makeup for ladies and some you orange. Oh, that sounds interesting. My youngest, or one of the twins, my daughter, she would love that. Okay, so let's play with a little gold, and then I'll dry that, and we'll think about a book plate. And that'll be about that. Not a long video today to get the cover, because I'm not going to do the back. I'm going to let the black back stay white. And my gold paint, it's right here. Are you getting too big of a glare? Oh, I see the light in the camera right there. Oh, how you like my new mat? I got one of the Tim Holt glass mats. It was a great purchase for a messy girl like me with the glue. Glue and paint, I usually destroy mats and be buying mats over and over, but I could see with this one, I won't have to do that because you can wipe this straight up. You can put paint on it, glue on it, whatever you like, and wipe it right off when you get done. I'm loving it. It's gonna be a big saving for me because I'm always buying craft mats because I love them, like to have them, but usually get them messed up really quick. So this glass mat, that works for me. And generally, I'm just not going to spray any water right now. After I get done, I just take a little towel with a little water, wipes right up. Let's just go around the edges here. I think I just popped paint on me. Oh, that looks good. Can you see that detail, or is that too fine of a detail? Hope that gives you a better look. And around here, I'm just going to give it just a rough look. It's like I see a face right here. I almost want to fill it in. You know, I like abstract art. Oh, you can't see? My glass mat, I'm an Amazon frequent user, and I had a lot of points, and so I was able to get it with my points, which is great. You get a lot of things that you otherwise wouldn't buy just from buying like your glue and paper and stuff like that, because you're adding points. So I think these run somewhere around I don't remember. I'm going to say like $30, but I had enough points that I only had to pay a little bit. I like that. That's looking good to me. Now I was thinking about, do we need a book plate? Yeah, the goal is hard to see on the camera. I get that. It's looking pretty nice. You might get to see it as it dries. All right. Let's think about a book plate. Do I want round or do I want traditional? Let's see. See if I have one over here and all that stuff I was playing with. You can go on and on with what you add. Let's see. I thought I had a book plate over here, or one that I had made. But I don't see it now. So what I think I'll do is build up one. What is a good book plate? Anything you like this shape could be a book plate shape. Straight could be a book. It depends on what you like, how you feel about it. Let's see if I have any printed out. I generally have digitals printed that we can use. You want to see something cute? We're warming up. I feel warmed up. Are you feeling warmed up? Look at these images. Love them. They're going inside. I am still looking for a good book plate image, but I don't see one. So I think I cut this down and maybe not do a big book plate, but just do a word, like a tag or a label. Oh, I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna get better with placement. Okay, Cheryl was asking what is a book plate. It's a more formal tagging of your book so that somebody would know that this is your journal, which can be cool, but I'm going to go for just a focal point other than the maps. Let's see what we can see. My glue is acting up. I need to poke a hole, but maybe the art glitter is ready. The lace, anyone? People having trouble with their internets today. My hour is just about up. Goes so quickly when I'm doing these lives. Just trim around this. And trim the edges of the cover. We could think about a focal point, a bigger focal point, but I think this is plenty enough for me. We can always add as we start journaling in the book. If you want to add one later, you can. Okay. The flies are having fun when... Oh, time flies, yeah. It really does. That is so quick. Me and my glue is fighting, though. Let's see if I can get it to flow. Thinking of adding the lace, but I think I'll do most of that embellishing on the inside. Shine brightly. Do a little highlight around that and call that looking good. Okay, that's a little funky right there, but I'm going to tighten it up. The gold is starting to dry now, and I see it starting to shine a little bit more on the edges. And so I'm going to clean that piece off right there. So I want it this to be smaller in here. Gesso is the biggest helper in the crafting world for me. You can clean up so many mistakes. Okay. Let's cut the edges and tighten that baby up. I'm gonna do one little tighten up right here. Hmm. That's a lot. There we go. Like I said, you can fix almost anything. Oh, I'm glad you like the cover, Cheryl. Can't wait to see what you do with yours. Like I said, I left the cover with just what I put on the outside, but no focal point. Um, I figured you might want to have something that means something to you. I'm looking for the black and highlight this side, and I'll call this, get the trim. Oops, sorry about getting so quiet. I truly have warmed up and relaxed. My mind is focusing on being creative. That feels good. I like these to look a little smudged anytime I use black. And I think I'm gonna actually sign this cover. Okay. It's looking pretty good. And I don't think I want to do too much else to that except for trim it. Man, didn't even have a sip of the coffee with you ladies today. But it's here. Alrighty, let's trim this baby up and wrap it up. Next week when you come back, I'll probably show you the expanded spine. Because I will do that. And I may cover the back, but for now I don't feel like I want to. I want it to be white. And there we have it. Let's see if I can clean up enough for you to see it without all my mess. All right, dear hearts, thanks for coming on. Do you drink flavored coffee? I do. Some of the Starbucks, like mochas or frappuccino or something like that, I do. I do coffee. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got warmed up. Cheryl, look out for your book. It should be there this week. Do let me know when you receive it. I want to make sure UPS delivers. And I will see you all next week. Stay warmed up. Bye.